In this video, we're going to look at setting up the header and footer for correspondence. Start off by selecting the company in your settings menu because each company has its own branding. Then scroll down and select templates from the communications section of the menu. You'll see a list of correspondence templates and some tabs at the top for the other template types, and the blue buttons for managing the email header and footer and the letter header and footer. The correspondence templates are sent with the header and footer that applies to the delivery method you use at the time. When you send an email, the header and footer go directly before and after the template text. When you're sending correspondence by print to PDF, the header goes at the top of the page, so all of what you can see there is my header, and then the footer goes at the bottom of the page. Your template is going to sit up here, just after the header. Because of this, when you're setting up your correspondence templates, you should include the sender's name fields if you're going to merge that information in, rather than putting it in the footers so it works for both. Let's start with the email header and footer. Click Manage Email Header/Footer to get started. The first thing that you would do for an email header is start with a salutation, so you might type Dear or Hello or however you start your messages, and then where you would want the person's name to go, insert a merge field. Click over here on Contact First Name, or you could use Contact Name, but that would merge the person's whole name or a business name into the space. Moving down to look at the footer, and as mentioned earlier, the footer for an email is everything that's going to come after my name as the sender of this message, so I might want to include merge fields as well as some text and images. When you're looking at the merge fields, the contact receiving the email is always the recipient, so you would use those at the top, and the sender and company fields are whichever user pushes send. The same merge fields are available when setting up general correspondence templates. If you're going to use a logo or other artwork, put the cursor where you want the logo to sit on the page and then click Insert Image on the toolbar. This launches the image uploader. You can use Browse or drag and drop an image. Don't worry that it doesn't look the right shape, single click on it to highlight it. This will show the size of your original image. You can type over it and enter a new size if your image is very large. Then click Insert Image, and that's going to put your image on the footer so you can see how it looks. Use the option at the bottom of the page to preview your header and footer. That's going to populate the merge fields with some fake data and download as a PDF for you to look at. In the preview, the header shows at the top and the footer shows at the bottom of the page, but like we saw earlier, when you actually send the email, the footer sits directly after the template text. Once you're happy with your header and footer, you can save it. That's the email header and footer done. Let's look at the letter header and footer now. The way you set it up works the same, but the way you lay out your logo and merge fields would be different. The footer goes at the bottom of the page. You can put whatever you like in there. If you'd like a line, there's the button to insert a horizontal line just next to the image uploader on the toolbar. Once you're happy with your header and footer, you can save it. Don't forget to review your templates once you've set up headers and footers to make sure you haven't included any elements that are in your header and footer, such as the salutations. I hope you found this video useful and are now able to go ahead and set up the headers and footers for your companies.